KFAN.
That's a great setup, Bob.
Alrighty now. Welcome back to FM 100.3 KFAN. A rumor has it this is streaming. And Nordo, if they wanted to watch the stream, how would they do that?
Yeah, follow at KFAN 1003 via our socials. We got a YouTube channel, we got Instagram, we got X, we got it all. So tune in, watch, and listen. That's amazing.
And the one you see with, I don't know exactly how the kids would describe it, the beautiful drip, the bling, the nice necklace, as old schoolers would say, that's Emmett Johnson. All right. Holy Angels Richfield product by way of Nebraska, where he led the nation last season in scrimmage yards. Led the nation last season in scrimmage yards. And that would include more scrimmage yards than Jeremiah Love. And Emmett joins us now. We have, what's your name again, my man? Joe? We got Joe on camera doing the Cecil B. DeMille thing. We got Charles Johnson over there, CJ. And Emmett Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, Covenant claps for joining the 9 to Noon radio show. This is like, it's an anniversary, or it's close to, you guys were in studio here 4 years ago?
Yes, sir, 4 years ago.
And both of you talking about your dreams and everything out of Richfield's Holy Angels.
Yes, sir.
And football, and I think you had just won Mr. Football in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, I definitely did. And I was getting ready to go to Lincoln. And I was telling you I was going to put on the show. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, see, it's interesting you say that. It's not like I went back and listened to that interview, Emmett. But I do vividly remember you saying something then that, now, Emmett's been on the 9 to Noon radio show 3 times over the last 2.5 months, all the way back to the Combine. Very gracious with your time.
Yes, sir.
But, it's Minnesota Mr. Football, and then like 42 touchdowns and all these yards and everything. And I'm like, well, who's calling? Alabama? Longhorns?
Nah.
Deion? Deion wants you to play with Travis Hunter and his son Shador? And then you were like, you felt you were under, now you were going to Lincoln, you had just learned,
yes,
and
sir.
took you a little while to get going there.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, at that time, you kind of felt like you were underappreciated and under-recruited. And interestingly, in one of our recent chats, you kind of still feel the same thing. Why is that?
Because it's been like that my whole life, man. I just feel like, I've been doubted and overlooked at every step of the way. And, I've always overcame it. I feel like just adversity is my biggest strength at this point. I've already been through a lot of my life, and I don't know what the reason is, but I love it though. I love every part about it because I always prove myself right and others wrong, and kind of just tune out the noise of what people are saying. I know the type of player I am. I know what I'm capable of, so I know when I get to this next level, it's just gonna be the same thing.
So what was football in Lincoln like?
It was amazing. I would just say, in terms of just being in the locker room with those guys and being just with them every day at practice was a blessing. Like I have a lot of experiences I'm going to remember for a lifetime. A lot of great friends that I've met there that definitely going to probably be at my wedding someday. Just the experience was great. And then the fan base, I definitely loved that. And just playing in Memorial every Saturday, 90,000 fans, sell out every game.
Every game, right?
No matter what, they're going to be there.
And like 6 hours, because I have family there, like 6 hours before the game.
Yeah.
10 hours after the game, win or lose. I mean,
Yes, sir.
Lincoln's on fire.
It's amazing, man. I love it. Love it a lot, man. GBR.
Well, was it like that for Hoiberg's team when they got good in the NCAA tournament?
It was insane. I'm not gonna lie, because there are a lot of Huskers fans have been watching basketball for a really, really long time. Even the announcer, I don't know if you've seen the video, but it's like that was the first time that we've won a March Madness game, and so everybody was crazy around Lincoln. Everybody traveled to the games, in OKC and in Houston.
Yeah.
It was even around the spring game for football. So like people were debating, I'm gonna go watch basketball, and then I'm gonna come back and watch football. Like people were going back and forth. That's just how much love and support Husker Nation has. So
Charles, hit on real quick on that. I want to ask you a quick question. Older brother Charles Johnson, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you're the older brother.
Absolutely.
I'm a little concerned with you. And here's why. I don't know whether it's at U.S. Bank Stadium playing for the Vikings, Superdome or Mercedes-Benz Superdome, New Orleans, Allegiant. I don't know where he's going to play, and really he doesn't either. But I'm concerned about your blood pressure. And, I mean, you're the ultimate not only brother but hype guy. I mean, he's like answering the first question. Your eyes are wide, and you're like this. Like, come on. There's no crowd in here. There's no roof to be raised. You know what I'm saying? I'm just concerned. You might need to slow down a little bit, you know? You're excited for your brother.
No, that's how I always am. It's just cool to be in this moment, watching him grow up, you know, watching you on the radio. More than anything, I think I'm just awed about being in studio with you again, because I was here last time, and it was just like,
you got a guy.
We've been hearing this guy. We've been hearing you for forever, man. So just seeing you, I think that's more than anything what it is just like, man, we've stayed in touch, but just to be here with you,
you guys are so sweet.
Crazy.
We've known each other a fair amount of time that, I mean, we're past that. Just like when I talk to Emmett or I see him at the combine. Emmett might be a big time running back in the National Football League. Now you ask Emmett.
Not might.
Yeah, he will.
You ask Emmett, he will be.
But it'll still be the same way every time you come in here.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we texted yesterday, and I thought it was before he went on TV. He was on Twin Cities Live with Lieber, and he said something, asked me a question, and I'm like, stay humble. You know, hey, what you just wrote, definitely don't say that on TV. All right. So then I caught a Twin Cities Live YouTube, like X short or whatever. Well, there he is saying it. Like, the teams that don't draft me, they're all going to regret it. I'm like,
it's been like that at every level, man. So,
really? That's crazy.
I just got a chip on my shoulder, man. It's really that. You know, I'm blessed to go anywhere, but I just know, man, like, I've been passed on before, and it's just more motivation at the end of the day. That's how my story's been.
So how do you think TV with Lieber went yesterday?
It was amazing, man. Ben Lieber, you know, great guy, great human, somebody who I've been in contact with since high school. Came to watch me play in high school. He's just been a good mentor, somebody who I can, you know, pick his brain and listen to different things. I even got to talk to him this year during the Commanders game and things like that. But he's just a good guy, man, and I got a lot of respect for him. He supports me. He's definitely excited to see me play in the NFL too. So it's going to be a exciting journey. I know we're going to be in touch in the future too.
You know who else is excited to watch you play is because Ben is the sideline analyst when we call games.
Yes, sir.
And I call the plays, and the one to the right of me is Pete Bursich.
Oh yeah, Ryan Bursich is father right there.
Yeah, weren't you a teammate?
Former. That was my teammate, man. Ryan Bursich, linebacker at Holy Angels, man. Shout out my dog.
Yeah, Pete says Ryan was better than you.
At what? At what?
Yeah, right.
We were teammates though. Anybody on my team, man, we all, you know, some dogs. Anybody else on my team.
Now Pete's really pulling for you. You know, with that combine interview we had, Ben adores you, as do I.
Yes,
and you know, yesterday on Twin Cities Live, you talked a little bit about your Vikings visit. Because it's within was it last Saturday?
It was it was last week.
Yeah. Within a week and change.
Yeah, it was last week.
Well, as I told you via text, you know, when you left there were some people who really mattered to me in my life who was like, I know you know Emmett. There was one person who said that was the nicest, most respectful, humble visit maybe I've ever been part of. So just keep that in mind. You know, put that in your back pocket in that, you know, that's how you are. That's how God crafted you. But what about the other side of it? When you were at Twin Cities Orthopedics Performance Center, walking around that Taj Mahal facility, I mean, could you see yourself being there full time?
I mean, definitely, man. It was a great visit. I would definitely just say seeing the facility, but not only facility, seeing the people, you know, seeing O'Connell, seeing, you know, the running back coach. There's just a lot of different things that I seen that I really, really loved. And obviously, like I said, man, it's nice being a hometown kid and things, but just having the opportunity and being in this situation that I am right now is just a blessing. So, you know, visits, talks, you know, I've talked to 31 out of 32 teams down in the NFL. It's just been a blessing, man. And I don't take it for granted at all because I know whoever chooses me won't regret it.
You know, I got to ask.
Yeah.
Who left you out?
It was the Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, it was the Rams.
Kyron Williams, though.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I know they got to do their jobs and everything, but
See, Charles and I are just loving each other.
All it takes is one.
Because we both tease you.
Nah, yeah.
We both poke you.
Nah, y'all do. That's motivation too. That's definitely motivation.
I'll tell you what, Paul. 15 years from now, when I'm done with my NFL career, I'm going to get a job with ESPN Radio and blow you away.
Yeah, man. By then, I should should have a lot done in the league by then.
Yeah, Emmett would be like, no, Paul, it's not going to be radio. It's going to be TV. And I'm going to do a YouTube.
It's going to be on the biggest stage, huh?
I'm going to do a podcast more popular than Joe Rogan's. Just give me 20 years.
Man.
All right, the Johnsons are here, Emmett and Charles' brother.
Yes, sir.
Now, you know how to share. O'Connell, very smart offensive mind. Your chat with O'Connell, like when you had a chance to chat with him, like, what do you want to share? How'd it go?
Man, it was amazing. And O'Connell's somebody who I respected, in terms of just his offensive mind. And he told me, a little story about him when he first came to the New England, and he was in a room with Tom Brady, the greatest to ever do it, and him just learning the competition aspect of that. That's what he wanted to bring, to the quarterback room, Kyler Murray and guys like that. So great guy, great human, somebody who I really, really respect, and, I would love to play for.
You now, you left there believing they want you. Okay, do you leave every facility believing each team you visit wants you, or have you gotten good, Emmett, at reading between the lines with it's like, hey, best friend this, the next Adrian Peterson that, the next Marshall Faulk this. All right, man, talk to you later. And you're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten a great vibe from, every team that I've talked to, but at the end of the day, I told them, it's not like college where, I can make a decision of where I want to go. They got to choose me. So, at the end of the day, it takes one team, and, one team's going to choose me, and that's going to be the best decision they ever made.
You, I sense by knowing you outside of the radio, I sense you're a little wound up with the draft. And it's just, and you're you and your brother Charles always have been easygoing guys. And you've been like that when I chatted with you at the combine, and the interview we had after that. But I just sense of late that there are some stressful things that are starting to hit you with the draft process. Is that true? And if so, what?
No, I'm not stressed at all, man. I'm a big believer. No, I know.
How
wherever
about that
I
little
go.
hallway chat we just had about Saturday?
Nah, not stressed, not worried. I'm gonna just leave it up to God, man. God got me. It's already written. My journey's already written.
Amen.
I can only control what I can do, and that's just getting up every morning and getting after it. Working while they sleep. So
I think it'd be more anxious than stressed.
Yeah,
I think
more just like ready to get to where I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And as soon as the team decides they're gonna draft me, I'm going to hop on a flight and get there and get to work. Like, that's my mindset.
If Emmett, I mean, I'm not trying to be surrogate dad here or anything, but I mean, if you don't get drafted exactly where you think you should go, or to the team you think you should go to, that's okay too.
That's fine. It's nothing different than what I've been through, man. Like I said, I've been passed on. I've been overlooked. So as long as I have an opportunity and I have a jersey and pads, that's all I need.
Yep. Got your hype man, Charles, with you. It's going to be the best good enough to eat.
That's all I need, man.
All right. The Johnsons are here. Charles and his younger brother, Emmett. Emmett was a star running back for the Nebraska Cornhuskers last year. He will be drafted to an NFL team within, he'll say 6 days from now. I might say a week from today. Some others might say 8 days from today. It's kind of a wild card.
Yes, sir.
We'll pause now to have a longer segment with Emmett when we return to 9 to noon on KFAN.
To noon.
Up to date on that Nebraska drive. Going screen underneath to Emmett Johnson. Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! 56 yards! Touchdown! Emmett getting it done!
Look out! Look out!
UCLA for sure.
Oh, so you just know by the play-by-play guy saying, look out, look out, look out?
Yeah.
Okay, well, forget the look. I think, was that a TV call?
That was a TV call, yeah.
Okay, so you can do that on TV because then you can see, like on radio, it'd be, Emmett Johnson takes the snap, jump cut at the 20, cuts right to the 30, and he's loose across the 50, inside the 40, where you got to describe it a little bit on TV. They can see it, so you don't have to over-describe.
Yeah.
So with, against UCLA, the first lookout, what do you remember? Was it a jump cut?
Yeah, it was a jump cut inside and back to that sideline, and I had to stay tight to the sideline because, I was almost out of bounds. And so, we call it dip and slip. Dip in, get back out.
Yeah.
And
second jump cut,
touchdown,
probably ran over a safety.
I just outran 3 people, no big deal.
Oh, that's it?
Got to the end zone. Yeah.
Okay.
Got to get in the end zone.
Mm-hmm. Nordo and I were doing a radio show called the Friday Football Feast. It was day after Thanksgiving. And, I watched when I could last year, but your game against Iowa started at like 11:30 in the morning. So the show's 9 to noon. Nordo and I are doing the show. Might have started at 11. Might have started earlier.
11, Black Friday, I'm pretty sure, every year.
There we go.
Yep.
So Nordo and I are doing the 9 to noon show, and then you're up on the TV. And then, honestly, man, you might have had 200 yards in the first quarter. We're talking about Vikings, somebody, NFC North, all that, and I'm just just clipping penalty after clipping penalty, jumping in saying, look at Emmett. Are you kidding me with that 60-yard run? Yeah. That was an unbelievable game for you.
Yes, sir.
You want to tell them the backdrop on that?
Oh, yeah. That was the week. That was the week after they didn't name me top 3 for Doak Walker, the Doak Walker Award, and I was just like, okay, yeah, whoever. Right. Yeah, Iowa was just a team, unfortunately, that was next, but I was just like, they going to feel me this game since they think I'm not a top 3 Doak Walker running back in the country.
I think we know each other well enough for me in surrogate fashion to ask you this. When do you think the chip will be removed from your – because now we're now it's like under-recruited. Didn't play me for X amount of years at Nebraska. Matt Rule comes in, still didn't play me. Then he played me. See, look what I can do. I should be drafted here. Might be drafted here. Disrespecting me for the Doak Walker.
I'm still disrespected today.
Well, when we going to knock the chip off the shoulder?
Nah, never. And I feel like that's just how my journey's been, and it's going to be like that. And I feel like, a lot of kids watching can kind of see me and be like, okay, I have some hope, and understand that what people tell you always doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? What people say on the internet doesn't matter. What people say, about you negatively does not matter. Me and my brother got this motto is tune out the noise. Just tune everything out. Focus on you. Focus on, just getting better. And I feel like if you have self-belief and faith in God, nothing matters. Mm-hmm.
You're going to outwork everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that's I know your work ethic's fantastic. Lieber knows it.
Yes, sir. I
think O'Connell, clearly they know it by watching your film.
Yes, sir.
Did Kevin or anybody talk to you about your pass protection? Because the more, when we started doing the interviews and the more I would deep dive a little all 22, and I brought this up with you, is your recognition of where it's coming from is as good as you'll see in a college back. All right. Sure. Because a lot of college backs, they just don't pay. Well, NFL backs, a lot of them don't pay attention to it. With all due respect, Adrian Peterson, if he can get things straight in his life, probably will go to the Hall of Fame. But pass protection for Adrian, he was all right. Catching the ball, mechanical, never really got better. But, those jump cuts are running through you, holy cow.
Yeah.
But it's always mattered to you, the pass protection and knowing where the rush is coming from. That's going to be a separator for you in the NFL, man.
Definitely, man. And people don't understand, a lot of the game is the IQ and the mental part. And, understanding pressures, understanding fronts, understanding where the ball's supposed to go. And I feel like for me, obviously I'm talented and I know I can outwork people, but the IQ part is just going to set me apart from everything else. We study the greats. Me and my brother do it all the time. Barry Sanders, he always tells me about Jerry Rice, even the receiving game. We study the top guys, and I feel like that's what separates me. This past season, everything came together.
Yeah.
Because I knew that the opponent was training to stop me because I knew they knew I was getting the ball every week, but they still couldn't stop me because I just trained that much more.
Yep.
I understood, what linebackers like to do. I understand how they cover. I understand if they're a bull rusher or a swim guy. I understand football at a high level, and I feel like that's what's going to separate me to the next level because everybody's the best player from their college team now, and it's the best of the best. So now I got to be even more prepared and prepare myself way more to dominate at the NFL because I know players are going to be bigger and faster and more, more talented. So yeah, just nothing different that I've been doing my whole life. Really.
You know what, Emmett? One of your a player I know you really respect, and I think maybe even one of your favorite players in the NFL, Jahmyr Gibbs. Okay.
Yes, sir.
His pass protection substandard. I mean, I don't know if he doesn't pay attention to it. I don't know what the deal is. Now maybe it's going to get better as he matures, but I just know that there are people who are like, hey, when he's in the game and it's 2nd and 6, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or longer, and they got him in, we got to bring it this way because he's going to miss a guy. So, now Jameer, when you put him in the slot, when he's single set, dots the I he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But see, that just further proves that you can be otherworldly at certain things, but you're going to come out of the game if you're pass protect. Adrian Peterson came out of the game his rookie season for Chester Taylor about 60-70% of the time because of that. So
you got to be a 3-down back. And that's what I train for. Like I said, that's why I take everything so serious. Pass pro, running the ball, catching the ball, routes, everything, because protecting the quarterback is just as important as running the ball or catching the ball. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take that serious, especially I don't want to be taken off the field. I'm not somebody who likes getting taken off the field. So yeah.
Okay, but you will be taken off the field. No, you will, because you might get tired.
I don't get tired. Ask my coach
Charles.
about it. Ask Coach EJ.
Hey, to your point,
back coach?
Yeah,
that guy. See, I read up on him this morning. Is the last name Horton or something?
No, that's the coordinator. That's Dana Holgerson.
That's what it is.
Holgerson.
Yeah, it's. I'm probably not going to go down this road on it, but. Man, with you and other running, it just seems like he was kind of a father figure.
Yeah, and Coach EJ is somebody who, his story is really, really humbling. Like, he grew up with nothing, man, and I feel like us being in the room with him, we're like his kids, So he kind of has a big passion for the game of football. He's somebody who cares about it a lot, and so, like I said, we spent a lot of time, me and him, just extra film, just watching a lot of the defenders, because we knew teams were coming from me every single week. They were putting it out in the media. Teams are saying, "Oh yeah, we know they have a good back. We're just going to limit him, stop him," and never happened. But that's just the type of mentality we had in the room is that
he just slid that one in.
Yeah.
Just
I remember UCLA game too. They said on the big screen, they were like, yeah, for us to win this game, we have to stop Johnson. I know you guys know that, and I'm just you guys still got to do it.
Yeah,
So I told my old line, so that was one of the games in the Rose Bowl. That was a legendary experience.
Oh,
I love that one.
Arroyo Seco in Pasadena, the Rose Bowl. How was that?
That was amazing, man, and that was historical, man. 100 receiving, 100 rushing yard game for me, and that was a big. That's kind of what set off the Heisman campaign, to be honest.
Yep.
That's what kind of started that.
And it can be argued for sure. All right, now. Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame, fine running back, right? And he might go in the top 5. He might go to Tennessee at number 5. I think that's right. That's what a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are writing about. It can be argued Emmett had not only every bit as good a combine, if not better, than Jeremiah Love. You did more drills than he did. And that's eye-opening to coaches from what I understand is some people are tired. Some people, I don't know, may not be great at the short shuttle. So they're just not going to do it because they don't want to put any proverbial warts out there.
Yeah.
You did it all.
I did every test, and I told every coach I was doing every test because that's just who I am. I'm a competitor. No matter how tired I am, the number might not be the best number I want on a certain drill, but the fact that I'm competing and the only one doing it just shows that when it's fourth quarter and the game's on the line, who you're going to rely on? The competitor or the one that's not, going to do everything. Yeah. And, I wish everybody the best. I just know when it comes to being a competitor, I'm the ultimate competitor. I study the greats. Yeah. I study MJ. I study Kobe. Those are the guys who I really, really study because those are the killers. Those are the guys that you don't want to be nice to in the locker room. They're going to be on you. Those are the type of guys that I study. So that's kind of who I am.
I just can't wait till you start playing games and you have a big game and you're getting interviewed after the game. Charles is your hype guy. Yeah. So, you're going to be I studied Kobe, and you're going to hear Charles going, Mamba! And then you're going to be I studied Michael Jordan. He's there!
Yeah. Because a lot of it comes from him, man. He sends me clips every single day.
It's all complimentary.
Yeah, it's all complimentary.
But I also get on him.
Yeah, he does a lot.
Most. So I think there's a balance there where he knows that if I'm giving him the heads up on it, he knows it's real.
Yeah.
And just being honest and real with yourself. And even those 3 years where you weren't playing in Lincoln, I think that's where you develop that mindset of establishing no weakness. In high school, you're getting the ball, all the time. But when you aren't getting the ball, are you running off your routes? Are you understanding where pass pro's coming from? Are you communicating with those linemen? Are you getting in, after someone doesn't have a great play, are you telling them, hey, man, next one, get it? And that stems from learning when you're not playing. And I think that's why his story is very great because all you need is one chance. I keep telling him, even in the NFL, 32 teams can love you, but you only go to one team. So
Was there anybody when you weren't playing in Nebraska? Don't even have to say who it was if this happened. Did anybody say to you, maybe we should switch positions? Did anybody hit you with that?
Nobody did.
Okay.
And I just feel like...
Well, you know what I'm saying, though. It's
Yeah.
like you want to play, you're being respectful with it. When you got a chance to play, you tore it up.
Yeah,
You led the nation in scrimmage yards and
Yes, sir.
Division I, FBS. That's the bomb.
Yeah, I mean, you should just go see the practice tape. I feel like every day I practice, man, like I know a lot of it's unseen, but every day I practice, I was always out there working extremely hard and dominating. Like that's kind of how I've always been. And I played safety in high school. And when I got to college, I told my brother, I'm like, this is my first time just playing offense. Like, so I knew I was going to dominate because I'm like, I'm used to playing on both sides of the ball. And even some teams out of college recruited me to play both ways. So I'm like, okay, now I'm just playing running back. Oh yeah,
What, safety or corner?
Safety, yeah. I think 85 tackles my senior. I got recruited for safety, actually.
Ooh.
So, I mean, some
think
teams
about
told
this
me I could
monster
play both.
running downhill as a safety hitting somebody. You kidding me?
he was nice. He was special at safety.
And he was filming the game, so he know.
Wow. Well, maybe Joe's the hype guy.
Too quick. Shut up, too quick.
I like how PA's talking about hype guys, and he's the ultimate
hype
Vikings
guy.
hype guy.
Yeah, I'm too old to be a hype guy. I just love you guys. I just love you guys, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. The Stephon Diggs,
Diggs,
Oh,
the
come on, man.
Minneapolis
Enough of that. Enough of that.
The call heard around the world.
EJ, Charles,
that's
enough of that,
that's
please.
one of the most legendary clips ever.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, you're about 5 seconds away from saying, and oh, by the way, when I'm done with my running back career, I'm gonna blow you away as a play-by-play voice.
Nah. You got that. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You got it,
Manhattan Miracle.
P.A. You got it, P.A. I ain't gonna lie. That's your area.
All right,
You got it.
Emmett
You got it.
Johnson and his brother Charles are in here. The Johnson kids, Emmett, a rookie running back, set to come into the NFL. Just be straight from your heart here. If Jeremiah Love of Notre Dame is selected ahead of you, will you be offended?
Yes.
Why?
Because I know I'm the best, running back in this draft. But like I said, man, everybody's path is different.
Okay.
I know wherever I go is God's plan. And so I'm not really looking at others or comparing myself to others at this point. I feel like it's really just me versus me.
Amen.
And wherever I go, I'm going to make the most out of it. And, that's going to be that. And the teams that play against me going to have to, feel it. I'll probably be taking notes of every team in the first round.
So do you, with the other rookie running backs, do you scout them at all? Like, do you look at all 22 of them to be like Washington or whatever? Hey, my man can run 4.2, 4.3, but he needs to like. Do you scout the competition?
It's me versus me. I don't look at others. I don't really need to. It's just me versus me. I feel like I'm competing with myself at this point, man. So that's kind of how it's always been.
Do you want to get drafted here?
I would love to.
Okay.
I would love to.
What if it's in the second round? What if it's in the third round?
Don't matter what round, as long as I got a jersey and I get an opportunity to play football, that's all I care about.
I'd pay money for you to be here. I mean, we'll just have Joe and Charles around as the hype guys in the locker room.
That would definitely be a full circle moment, though. It'd be legendary for sure.
It'd be awesome.
It'd be legendary.
Now, you do know they have Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, both fantastic backs. Aaron Jones is I don't know Jordan as well as I know Aaron. I love Aaron. I've gotten to meet his mom. Just a wonderful family.
Yes,
so,
sir.
if you were drafted here and Aaron and Joe and Jordan are on the team, well, that's okay for now, right?
Yeah, I mean, competition is what we love, right? I mean, I love competition. So, I've heard he's a great guy, man, great human, So,
awesome.
It would be definitely good to, pick his brain and learn from him. He's been doing this, for a long time. But like I said, competition is what I love. So any room I get into is going to be great. I'm going to love every part of it.
Did you guys, I know it wasn't last year. You didn't play Indiana last year, did you?
Not this year. We played him 2 years ago.
So have you played in a game with Fernando Mendoza?
No, he was not there yet.
Oh, okay.
He was not there yet.
So have you, I've
talked to him, though.
Yeah, you're an elite college football mind. When I saw him at the Combine, I saw him in the national championship game, maybe a little bit before that. When I walked by him at the Indiana convention, I thought it was Ben Roethlisberger. That man is huge.
He's tall.
Holy cow, what do you think of his game?
I got a lot of respect for him, man. We've talked, a couple times, and even at the Combine, we spent some time with each other. He's a funny dude, man. I feel like Mendoza is just a type of player you want on your team because he's just a great human and he's gonna make people around him better. one of the jokes from the combine, we were just in there and we were doing a photo shoot, and I had a little cutoff on, like a cutoff shirt. He's just like, dang, EJ, looks like you've been pumping some iron. I'm just like, I was like, yeah, man, I've been in the gym. And he was just like, yeah, man, I'm trying to get like you. I said, man, I'm trying to get like you. We were just making jokes, but he, good dude, man. I wish him the best in his future. Shout out to them too on the national championship. The Big Ten been running it, but yeah, man, I'm just excited to see what this next chapter about to be. Yeah, it's a little difficult for me to hear. I haven't felt my ribs in 30 years, and you got those washboard abs. So it takes a lot of work to get that way. A lot of eating healthy, too. Do you, I know you didn't play him. In fact, I don't think you've ever played him. Do you know anything about Oregon safety Dylan Thieneman? You guys didn't play them, but he's a hot name in the draft world. Yeah, I played him, actually, a couple years at Purdue. Oh, when he was at Purdue. Him. Oh, yes. I remember him vividly, yeah. What do you think about him? Yeah, he's a good player. He flies around to the ball really well. Somebody who, like I said, I think competition, like that's somebody who I want to go against every day in practice. I feel like he's that type of competitor, and I am too. So I would love that for sure. But he's a good dude. He's a ball hawk. He's around the ball a lot. I got a lot of respect for him. So if the Vikings took Thieneman at 18 and took you with their second round pick, that's not bad. No job in the NFL is a bad job. Of course, there'll be 40 players in front of you. You'd be like, I'm a better quarterback than Fernando Mendoza. Just let me throw the ball. Yeah, man. I mean, that's like I said. That's always Arvell Reese. Watch me go. I don't like any number other than 1. Oh, Arvell Reese. Wait, did you ever play against Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles? I played against Ohio State 2 years ago. We lost by 4 or 5. Yeah, but that's the natty year they won. I mean, we definitely should have won that game. We had every reason to. Yep. We should have won that game. So like Arvell Reese, I mean, he just got good of late, I think. But like Sonny Styles, you guys know what albums are, right? Yeah, it's new school here. Like anytime I say Sonny Styles, I feel like I should say Sonny Styles. I got all his albums. I was there at the Iowa State Fair when he opened for Bobby Womack. Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles, yeah, that's a legendary name. Is he good? Oh yeah, he's a solid player too. Like I said, man, we should have won that game. That's what I was pissed about, but they're good players. They're good players. Did you do anything in Las Vegas when you played in the Allegiant Bowl? Like do anything fun? I was really just there supporting my team. If I'm being honest, my mindset was kind of like I was still in train mode. Like, I took a flight from Florida. I think it was 5 hours. Oh wait, you didn't play in the game? No, I did not. Oh, so you made the decision not playing the game? Not playing the game. Anybody get on you? Nope. Nobody really got on me. I mean, well, they lost. Yeah, they did. I probably would have definitely. I would have. Of course, you would have had 425 yards, and I would have. Like we drive into Vegas, and you don't see the normal sign, you see a big EJ. I think I was like 150 yards away from breaking Amir Abdullah's all-purpose record. Amir's still in the league. Yeah, he is. In fact, he might play for the Raiders. Yeah. Amir Abdullah, I got a lot of respect for him. He takes care of his body, man. He's somebody who. The longevity aspect of it, as like LeBron does in basketball, he really takes care of his body, and I've learned a lot from him in that too. So shout out Mir. Last one here. Wolves Nuggets, who wins the series and why? That's a no-brainer. I'm gonna go Wolves. You can't bet against Ant-Man. It's Joker though. It's Ant-Man, no. Right. I think we have the better roster. I mean, it's like with Jokic, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, a lot of respect. Yeah. Jokic, I think, is the best player in the world because of his size. Absolutely. Yes, sir. He's a dog. Then we got Ant, Julius, Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert. All right, cool. But then like Christian Brown and Dante DiVincenzo, they can push, scrappy, threes, whole thing. But then after that, I know you were down in Miami training. Yeah. I don't know how much of Ayo Dosunmu you've seen. Holy cow. He's nice. Boy, we ripped off the Bulls in that trade. Him and Bones Highland, they're fantastic. Yeah, they're playing well. I feel like this the year, man, we put everything together. I'm a Minnesota fan, man. I really support them guys. And, just getting a chance, I met Ant and things like that too. So I'm really riding for them. I hope this is the year we could put everything together and, just win it all. Hey, man, we got a chance. Much love for me, for you, Joe, and Charles. Yes, sir. We'll stay in touch all the way up to the draft. Yes, maybe you guys come back in studio after the draft. Yes, sir. Anytime you want. God bless you and your family. And it's going to fall exactly where it's supposed to fall. You know that. Yes, sir. You're fantastic. Best of luck, all right? And God bless you, PA, man. Shout out to PA. PA the Great. Come on. Johnson kids. Holy cow. It's like the EA Sports. PA the Great. EA Sports. EJ's in the game. All right, we'll be right back.
segment, 9 to noon on a Friday. It's the post game. And, of course, just moments from now, we'll announce our Northern Fire Talker Tuesday on a Friday, talkback winner. But the post game, man, what a show it was today. Wild tomorrow, 4:30, puck drop in Dallas. And as part of that, we had the Vox on, the TV Vox, Anthony LaPanta. Here he is talking about the health of Husey.
I did not sit by Husey, and usually we get an indication of just how sick someone is. If one of the players is battling something significant, then all of a sudden he gets thrown back in our end of the plane to sit with all of the irrelevance back there in Pleasantville. And there were no players back in my section for the flight down here. So that tells me that, at least somebody doesn't have to be quarantined, and you don't have to create that buffer of about 15 peasants around him to make sure he stays insulated from the rest of the team.
Man, it was a fun first hour. I apologize via the podcast. You're not going to be able to hear the badass Gene Autry montage that I did to open the show today, deep in the heart of Texas.
Had you heard that song?
I had not. Gene Autry for me was Christmas time, right?
Yeah.
I think he's done like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and such. That's a great song.
Yeah, a little 2.5-minute number.
Yeah, just a little ripper. But Anthony LaPanta, first hour as just kind of setting the scene for tomorrow in Dallas. And then tomorrow in Denver, the Nuggets and Wolves, 2:30 p.m. Central. Here's Brandon Cristal, Denver Sports, Guerrilla Sports, covers all things Rocky Mountain region, but specifically on the Nuggets. Like, this team's healthy right now.
If we're going to look at the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon, he's been dealing with nagging injuries for the last couple of years. It certainly affected him in the playoffs and all last year. And he didn't play as many games as he would have liked in the regular season, but he's been healthy down the stretch. And they put him on the shelf in the last couple of games, not for recovery, but just for safety, I guess. Kind of bubble wrapped him to make sure that he's as close to 100% as he can be at this point of his career. And so, but when you got Aaron Gordon back in the mix, it just changes the way they approach everything defensively. And Nikola Jokic certainly playing at an all-world level, even if he's not going to be the MVP. He had a historic season for a 6th straight year. And obviously Jamal Murray has played his best basketball, making his first All-Star team and really carrying the team. You could argue that in a lot of ways, he's the team MVP, even if Joker is closer to a league MVP, which I think he's going to finish second or third.
That's Brandon Cristal. And other parts of the conversation, Peyton Watson, maybe a big miss for them over the course of this series. Tim Hardaway Jr. came up again. Tons of fun and frivolity and breakdowns for a Nuggets team. They feel like they're better. I know Jamal Murray is better in 2026 than what we saw 2 years ago, and how that shapes out, kind of like our squad, too. Game 1 starting tomorrow in Denver. And then Emmett Johnson, what a conversation. What a young man he is in studio over the last couple.
Love him and his brother, man.
I loved his response when you just like, hey, at any point, man, you're going to be drafted next week. You're going to get a spot on an NFL roster. You're going to have a chance to make plays. But, man, is this chip ever going to come off your shoulder?
Nah, never. And I feel like that's just how my journey's been, and it's going to be like that. And I feel like, a lot of kids watching can kind of see me and be like, okay, I have some hope, and understand that, like, what people tell you, it always doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? What people say on the internet doesn't matter. What people say, about you negatively does not matter. Me and my brother got this motto, is tune out the noise. Like, just tune everything out. Focus on you. Focus on, just getting better. And, like, I feel like if you have self-belief and faith in God, like, nothing matters,
That's Emmett Johnson, and in studio, you were able to watch it via our social-related channels, YouTube and on X and Instagram and all of that. But go back and just listen to a bright young man, a talented young man, and a guy that's going to hear his name called. Probably. I'm going Friday night, right? Is that? He wants to go before Jeremiah Love. I think he's going to go Friday.
Yeah. See, I've known the Johnsons now about 5 years, and Emmett and I have stayed in touch more than Charles and I. But it's the way Emmett and I and Charles and I just talked. That's the only way we talk.
That's awesome.
It's like surrogate brothers. It's like surrogate uncle. He fires back at me. They tease me. I tease them. So I pick them up at the vestibule outside of the elevator, and I'm walking down the hallway while you're doing News Due Nord. Can't remember what came up, but I think Joe, the cameraman, said something, and Emmett was like, well. How did he? Well, I insinuated, what if it's Saturday? Like when you, like what if you get drafted 8 days from? And he's like, stop. It's like, but it could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, because he is a wild card in this draft.
Yes.
He blew them away at the combine. But you're hearing Thieneman blew them away. This receiver blew him away. This guy didn't do that. Emmett Johnson is the only one to do all the drills at the combine. That resonates with a lot of coaches around the NFL. And if he were to end up with the Minnesota Vikings, I think it would be the second, early third round. I wouldn't be mad at it at all.
No.
And as you heard him here say, if they take Dylan Thieneman with the 18th overall pick and they eventually take him, I mean, I think that's not a bad start to a draft.
No, that's not bad at all. I'm just rooting for him on a base level, whether he's a Viking or somewhere else. Mm-hmm. He's the type of guy you absolutely root for.
He's the type of guy who would come to Ava and Stella's 11U soccer games to support you and root for them.
Yeah, well, we need somebody to coach those kids up.
Yeah, they're awesome, man.
And finally, Northern Fire Grilling and Barbecue Supply, a Talker Tuesday that became, I guess, a Fodder Friday, if you will.
Yep.
Northern Fire Grilling and Barbecue Supply. Marshall in Minnetonka, he's been calling into the show, texting into the show, talkbacking into the show for years. He never wins anything. Well, he won something today.
Hey guys, it's Marshall in Minnetonka. The Wolves win this series because of their stifling perimeter defense. Ant, Jaden, Dante, Io, Bones, even Kyle Anderson. They're going to make life difficult for Denver's guards. That entry pass into Jokic is going to be tough. Think of the Boston game in the Garden where the Wolves broke that long losing streak. Mm-hmm. That's what you're going to see, and Ant didn't even play in that game. Wolves in 6.
What'd Marshall win?
$25 gift card to Northern Fire Grilling and Barbecue Supply.
As everybody can tell, Nordo and I are very excited for Wolves tomorrow at 2:30, Wild tomorrow around 4:30, do it all again on Monday, get up to the NFL Draft on Thursday. I mean, these are the good old days. Thank you very much for taking part in the 9 to noon experience and also listening to KFAN when you do. May God bless you and all of your families, and have wonderful, wonderful weekends. On behalf of Nordo, I'm Paul Allen. The program's around the corner. It's your favorite station, FM 100.3, KFAN.
9 to noon.
If it's good news or money, leave a message.
Podcast today's Paul Allen Show, or listen back to previous show and interviews by going to the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.